So this is our day 4 of Power BI. In our previous class, we discussed about this orders data set. In the orders data set, you can see we have order ID, order date. We explained different columns. What do these columns mean, etc. And we tried to create a basic graph. Now today we will open the same Power BI file, and in the same Power BI file we will create a new page. Okay, so when you will open a new page today, you have to understand first of all that there is a tab called insert, there is a tab called modeling, and there is a tab called view. Okay, in this view tab you will find visuals, you will find different themes that are applicable to Power BI. So here you can see customize current theme. You can select customize current theme. You can go to page. You can go to page background. And from here also you can select some kind of page background. So let's say we have selected this color. You can reduce the transparency to 4-5% and you can apply. So this is a simple way which you can use to change your page background. Okay, now we can add insert here. This is a text box. Today we will learn two very basic things. Okay, so this is session 1 of day 4. So I will write it as Power BI day 4, and this is our session 1. So in Power BI day 4 session 1, we will learn about simple things, and that will be clustered and stacked bar charts. So in Power BI, we have different type of charts. So you can see here we have a stacked column, we have clustered column. So maybe I have written the spelling wrong, sorry about that. So this is clustered column, and so in Power BI, bar charts are either clustered or stacked. So today we will learn about them. And bar charts are not only clustered and stacked, they are also known as, like, they are horizontal and vertical. So they are also known as column charts. Okay, so we have, like, these bar charts are also known as column charts. So when they will be called as column charts, when they will be called as bar charts, this is what we are going to learn today. Okay, so now we can select this and give it a simple color just to get started. You have to understand, whenever we are preparing a bar chart, okay, whenever we are preparing a bar chart, just a minute. So when we have a data, so in the data there will be a categorical column or categorical field, and there will be numerical continuous field. Examples are, and we discussed this earlier also. So examples of categorical field will be segment, customer segment, region, like in which region sales are made, state, the name of state, then we have city name, we have category of product, subcategory of product. So these are categorical fields. Even from date, if we select quarter, okay, we select month, or we select a day, a single day, like if we are selecting like that. So quarter and month are mostly used, and even year. So they sometimes they are also categorical fields. Numerical continuous fields will be our sales value, our profit, quantity of product ordered. Quantity is like a discrete value, but if you want to see over a period, it can be considered continuous. And we can also sales, profit, quantity, number of customers, right? These type of things are numerical values, but we will consider sales, profit, and quantity in this data set. So when we have this information, so like is shipping mode, customer name, etc., these are all uh, categorical fields. So a bar chart is created with the help of, so you will select one value from here, one value from here, and then a bar chart can be created. Okay, so one categorical, one numerical. I'm just giving you a simple example. And in categorical also, we prefer a bar chart when we have like 8 to 10 different categories there. If we have more number of categories, then also bar can be created, but it will come with a scroller. So now question is to you, uh, is this part clear that data is segmented into two parts? On some columns you can see this sigma sign, meaning they are numbers. On some columns like category of product, city, country, customer name, state, ship mode, subcategory, they are all categorical fields. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
It is clear, right? And what about you, Shadar? ये कैटेगोरिकल कौन सा है, नॉन कैटेगोरिकल कौन सा है, ये समझ में आता है ना? Is it okay?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. So when now you can see in the first row over here, Power BI has a set of bar charts. Okay. Like in different programming languages, there are bar or column charts. So like this one where you can see something like this. Okay. So this one is a stacked chart. So this one and this one are stacked charts. In stacked, what is meaning of stacked? Like suppose you have books and you have put two books over each other. Let's say this is book 1, this is book 2. So you have stacked books over each other. Okay, this is what called a stack. So in a stacked chart, you can put different different numbers on top of each other. We will see the example. And these two, these are what? These are clustered. Okay, clustered. What do you mean by clustered? In a clustered chart, if there are two different numbers, one will be displayed as one bar and second will be displayed as second bar. In case of a stacked card, both numbers are stacked over each other. Stacked means just on top of each other. Clustered means, let's say in a library, books are placed like this, like one book, then second book parallel to each other in a vertical way. We will see that. So in case, let's say we are considering the first bar, that is the stacked bar chart. Okay. Now, when you will drag a stack bar chart, let me show you once again. When you will click on a stacked bar chart, so it will appear like this. We can resize it, we can reposition and resize it like this using our mouse. Now, in the stacked bar chart, when you will select that, it is asking you what will you put on y axis and what will you put on x axis and what will you put as a legend. Okay, so we will understand the meaning of these three things. So whenever you will drag a chart, the second thing you have to consider, the second thing you have to consider is in that chart, just in this particular pane, you will see some fields over here. different charts will have different set of fields. Okay, legend is something that is common in many of these charts. X-axis and Y-axis may or may not be present, but what we will put here we will just understand. So when you are seeing a data in a stacked or in here bar chart, like what Power BI is calling a bar chart. So in that bar chart we have bars like this, right? Bars are like this. So my simple question to you is, this is x-axis, okay? This is x-axis and this is y. Now my question to you is, which one of them will be a number? Number कौन होगा? Which will be the number of? Which one will be number? X or y? What is the length of bar representing? Length of bar is representing something, right? In some
That's
cases,
what it represent number.
yeah. So x-axis will be it represent a number, right? So x-axis will be a number or y-axis will be a number.
It is horizontal bar, so y-axis is number.
No, it is horizontal. So x, like for example, let's say, let's prepare a simple graph. There is no problem in misunderstanding because it happens. But let's prepare a graph between voltage and current. Okay, V and I. So I is current. Let's write at C so that you can answer. So V and C, voltage and current. So this is a graph. Here we have a voltage. Here we have a current. Let's say voltage is 20 volt, 40 volt and 60 volt. Okay, and for that we have the current is this. So here for 40 volt, for 60 volt. So let's say current is sometimes like this, sometimes like this, and sometimes like this. Okay, so these like what is happening is, when voltage is increased to 60 volts, current is constant at, let's say this is 6, this is 4, this is 2. Although this will not be possible, but for 20 volt current is constantly 2, or 40 volt it is 4, for 60 volt it is 6. Just giving an example. So horizontally the length of bar will be represented by this, right? You will say this is 60 volts, okay, and current is constant here. So in case of a horizontal bar graph, y-axis becomes the categorical field. Okay, you just have to remember, y-axis becomes the categorical field, something that is constant, and x-axis becomes the variable field, that is a number. So category name, for example, if we are selling products of different category, so this category name will not change. Will it change, Mohan? Do you think it will change? Like category name, it will be the fixed value, right? And for and in category like furniture, office supply, technology, number of sales will change. Like one day it will be more, one day it will be less, and so on. So we will put category on the x-axis, and oh sorry, on the y-axis, and on x-axis let's say we want to do sales here. Okay, so now when you will drag sales, it will prepare a simple chart for us. And now what we are seeing here, see, technology is constant. For technology we have sales of zero point 0.8 or 0.85 million, 83 million. Okay, for furniture we have a sales of 7.4 million, and for office supplies 7.1 million. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is meaning of stacked chart. Now question is, when we studied this, we can see in a stacked chart, we can see this, right? That there is some kind of stack here, right? There is some kind of, on the single bar, there are two values, it can be three values. So what is that? That is called as legend. Okay. So let's say we want to see category wise sales. Okay. Category wise sales per region. Are you understanding my question? Category, product category wise सेल्स पर रीजन, हर रीजन में कैटेगरी वाइज कितनी सेल हुई है. ओके शहादत. सो कैटेगरी, प्रोडक्ट कैटेगरी वाइज सेल्स पर रीजन. So now how many variables are there? First let me know. How many variables are there?
Three.
Three of them. One is category, one is sales, and next is region. So we have already put category in y axis, sales in x axis, and legend goes to color. Okay, so we can use legend as a color. So when you will drag region, now see what happens. In when you will drag legend, so in region there were only four values: central, east, south, and west. So every bar every bar here is grouped into four values. Okay. And now when you will take your mouse over any of them, so it will show you, what is this showing? Blue is central. So for central region, technology sales value is 1,70,416. If someone asks you what is furniture sales in south region, what will you do? First you will see where is furniture, and then you will see south is represented with orange. So you can go, and this is furniture sales in south region. So do you think we can answer multiple questions with this just one graph, right? Like, so this is why stack charts are very important. Now we are not able to see these numbers. Okay, we are able to see these numbers when we are taking our mouse over these charts. Yes, Power BI reports are interactive, but if we can see these numbers, that will be useful, right? That will give a lot of answers. So for that, you can go to format your visual. Okay, in format your visual, you will find many options. We will learn them one by one, but the most important option of them is data labels. Do you see here data labels? When you will switch it on, you will be able to see those numbers. Now do you think it will be easier for us to answer questions, right? Now everyone can see that most, like in furniture sale and technology sale in west region is almost equal, right? And you can see in south region furniture sales are lower. Then you can see here technology sales are higher, and this way you will be able to conclude a lot of things. Okay, in east region technology sales is more. So this way you will be able to answer that. So how to do that? Click on chart, go to format visual, hover down here, enable data labels. We can enable ribbon also, which we will discuss later. Ribbon has a different purpose, so we will see ribbon. Ribbon is basically just this. You can see it's like a, it will kind of show you flow just like a ribbon, but it has a different purpose which we will understand later. So this is what you can do. Next, this is y axis, this is x axis. So you have to understand. Let me print. Okay, see, this is y axis title. Okay, what is the title of y axis category? This is x axis title. What is title, right? Title. If this is title, what is this? Let me cover it with a different color. If that is title, what is this? This is like a value, right? Do you agree, both of you? So title is category, and in that category there are three different values. Shahadat, is this clear? We have title and similarly in x-axis also we have title and value, right? We have title and value. So when you will see in your visual setting, you have y-axis, so you see value and you see title, right? So in y-axis you will see two of them. So suppose we don't want to display the title, what will we do? Like this. If you don't want to display the values like technology furniture for some reason, so we can do this. Is it clear? From here we can switch it on or off. When we will go to values, this is the current color of values. Where we are, values, font color of values. Let's say we want the font color of values to be purple. So from here you can change the font color of y-axis values. If you want, you can increase their size. If you want, you can make them bold. You can make them italic and underline. Okay. From here you can reduce. So you can do a lot of customizations on your y-axis values and on y-axis title also. On y-axis title, you will see we can increase the title, but because of a space limitation, it is just like that. We can make it bold and we can change its color to, let's say, red color. So here you will see it is changed. If you don't want to display title, you can just turn it off. And same with the x-axis. So now we can collapse y-axis, expand x-axis. Here we have values. Here we have color. Let's say for here we will choose this color, make it bold. Okay. So you can do it. You can increase the value size. Okay. So these are things that you can do. Now they are showing the sales value in millions. If we want, we can show it in thousands. Okay, 0,000, 500,000, and so on. If you want, you can show it as none. So this will show you the exact numbers: 0, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, right? So it's your choice. Currently, they are showing uh, decimal. Yeah, they are showing n number of decimal places, 0 decimal places. So we can show 2, 3 number of decimal places, whatever we require. So these type of settings can be done. Okay. So you can go here and here from these different settings, you can select title, value, number of decimal places, and on the basis of that you can create your graph. Is it okay? Similarly, now this is title. So title is showing sum of sale by category and region. We can go to format visual general, and from here we can align it to center and we can increase its size. We can make it bold. We can change the text color to something else. This way we can select our title, and our y-axis title is category, Our x-axis title is sum of sales. So we will simply rename it as total sales, because sum of sales is what? Total sales. So now your title will be like that. So is this stacked bar chart clear to you? Is it okay? Have you understood? So when you have different categories, you can create a stack bar chart. We have two categorical fields here, one as y-axis, one as legend, another as x-axis. Okay, now we have to understand what is the difference between a stacked bar and a stacked column. See, there is no difference. We can create its copy, okay, and we can just turn it like that. So in this case, it is showing you like a horizontal bar, and this is showing it like a vertical bar. The only difference is, in case of vertical bar, the category field comes on x-axis and the number field comes on y-axis. So this will be clear to you guys? Yes or no? So
Okay,
it,
certainly.
yeah,
It's
are
clear,
you
sir.
clear, right? So if you are going to make a categorical, if you are going to make a vertical bar, you will select this. If you are going to make a horizontal bar, you will select it. Now this is clear, because we have to study a lot of things. What will cluster bar do? So in cluster bar, we can copy this, okay, and if we change it to a clustered bar, what will happen? In technology we have four regions, right? So those will be treated as clusters. You can see here, clusters are simply these four parallel bars. These are four parallel bars, clusters. In a stacked, they are stacked on top of each other. In case of a cluster bar, okay, it they work as four different bars. Let's change it like this. So in case of cluster, let's say for technology, you want to see the performance, then you have four separate bars: central, east, south, and west. And in case of technology, we can clearly see east is the winner, right? In case of furniture, we can see most amount of sales is in west region. Okay, so this is something that you can see, and as per the American data set that we have this information. So this is something you have to understand. Okay, now can we do something? Let's try with something else. Okay, now let's get rid of this. We will create another clustered bar chart here, and in clustered bar chart we have information of subcategory. So we will not include legend this time, but let's say subcategory wise, if I want to show amount of sales or amount of profit, or I want to display sales and profit, let's see. So first of all, if it is a if it is this kind of bar, where should I put subcategory name, on y axis or x axis? Remember, subcategory, like main category, is a categorical value, right? So in this kind of bar, which is horizontal, where should we put it? Subcategory. Any answer?
Maybe sure excess.
No, we're gonna, in horizontal you always put number on the x-axis, na? In horizontal. So here also subcategory will go here. and your number, that is sales, will go here. Okay, so now you can see we have phone, etc., etc. We can do one more thing. We can also bring profit here. Okay, so now what is happening, when we have brought profit in x-axis, then also it is creating a cluster. Okay, because this time subcategory wise we have two different numbers. Okay, one is profit, one is sales, and this is what we are seeing here. Why are we seeing in tables sum of profit is on opposite side? Why is that? In case of book cases also, like, what is the meaning of it? Like here you can see all on the positive side.
One is negative.
Negative because it's a loss, right? So you can see, and this is the benefit of these type of charts, that if in a category we have profit, if in a category we have loss, so we will be able to see them separately. Suppose instead of subcategory I keep segment here. So in segment wise we can see we have all profitable values. In case of simple category, overall in furniture we have a very small profit, but we do have a profit. But if you want to see data in more level of details, so you will see that in subcategory we have loss. So this is how you can show sum of sales and sum of profit by category. We can simply change it to clustered chart, and there we will be able to see this information as well. Like here you will be able to see. So vertical or horizontal, that's your choice. Like in vertical you get a scroll bar, in horizontal you get to see all the values without any scrolling. Okay, so it's your choice, but let's keep it vertical so that you can understand. Now all three of them have good titles, so we will copy Format Painter and apply here. So this way we will be able to see those numbers, and it will copy the same styling, like technology, furniture, office supplies, phone, chairs, storage, tables, etc., etc. It has copied the same format styling here. So this is our second type of chart. Okay, now let us reduce their width so that we can put more of them. So when will you create these type of charts? When you have one categorical field and you have to see the performance of categorical field against different numerical fields. Okay, so for example here the different numerical fields are sales and profit. So we have done it, and I will send you this Power BI desktop file as well. Okay, not just I will not just send you the data set. Obviously you will be creating on your own, but I will send it to you as a reference also, so that you can also do it. Now I have to explain one very important thing. So after these four, I think you have understood. There is 100% stacked, 100% bar. What does that mean? So 100% means it will consider that every bar will represent 100% of its value. Okay, let's create one copy of it. So every bar will represent 100% value, and out of those 100%, what is the distribution of different categories is something we can tell. Okay, so let's consider sales and profit as our important things here. Let's get rid of it everything. Let's say, let's consider we have another segment, and that segment is consumer segment. So on y-axis, since it's a horizontal thing, so on y-axis we will put segment, and on x-axis we will put sales. When you will do this, you will see the same data. But if you will do it in 100% stack, these all will be 100%. Okay. So what is the meaning now? We do this when we actually have two numbers. So second number will be our profit. Now what it is showing us is, you can see that in consumer segment, out of these two values, 87% is profit, is sales, then 12% is profit. So better analysis will be segment, sales, and in legend we put some categorical field. So let's do it this way. We put region here. So this will create 4 bars, and in legend we will put segment. Now what will you understand from here? That in west region, 50% of, more than 50% of sales are from consumers, 31% of sales are from corporate, and 18% are from home office. So Mohan and Shadar, is this chart clear to you, and is this meaningful for you?
Yes, it's great.
You understand that it is answering a lot of questions, right? It is answering in which region, which particular category has more sales, and it is not just showing it you as number. Like here it is showing you as a exact number, but here it is considering that in west, east, central, south we have 100% sales. Out of that 100% sales, what is the distribution, like what is the contribution of different categories, and that you can see here, and you can copy this. Okay, so we can copy this and we can create a chart here. So here what we can do, we can simply change it to this. And so for example, let's say we want profit here. So instead of sum of sales, we have profit here, and we will be able to understand, yes, sales is clear to us, but what is profit? So let's see, in west region, 52% sales is consumer, and 52% profit is from consumer. So you can see it is proportional. In this case, in central's case, you can see 47% of the entire profit is from corporate, but in central only 31% is sales. So we can see in central region, sales are more profitable for corporates. Okay, so but it is in case consumer segment is less profitable. This will be able to help you a lot. Like for example, this in region south, 9% only from home office, right? So you will be able to understand which regions are more profitable in which category. So these are the six different type of bar charts that we have. Okay, I will call them bar chart. And in bar we have clustered, then we have stacked, we have vertical, horizontal, and we have 100% stacked and 100% clustered. Okay, okay, just a little bit of uh, more details I want to add here. When you will click on these charts, let's say I clicked on this, here you will go and see format your visual. So let's say we want to show grid lines. So what we can do, we can click grid lines. These are on. It is where width is very small. That's why we are not able to see. You can see here now, right? So vertical grid lines are there, and you can see that the color is this. You can also choose any other color, so that's up to you. Okay, so from here you can choose these grid lines. We have a zoom slider. This is very important feature. It is available in most of the visuals, and with the help of zoom slider you will be able to filter total sales, right? Like, suppose I give you a question: find all sales, or find all cases where total sales is less than 5 lakh. So what you will do, you will just drag it to less than 5 lakh from here, right? And you will be able to understand. So this is what this zoom slider does. You can show slider labels, like, just like that, so that now it is less than 5 lakh. Now it is between 5 and 10, let's say 7.5. So on the basis of that you will be able to do. And suppose you want to enable tooltips, so you will be able to see that number also. Let me zoom it. So someone asks you, if total sales value were less than 5,69,000, show that case. So now you will be able to see that case, right? So this zoom slider is there. So today also just go there and play with them. We don't have any total labels here, right? We can enable the total labels, and we will be able to see those total numbers also. So which can be enabled from here. This is plot area background. Like, we can put any other image as a background also. So let me show you. I have some assets here. Let's say I want to put some image as a background. Let's say this image or this as a background. So you can see, although it will mess up the data, but sometimes those images are very helpful. Okay, and so from here we have the plot area background. In general tab, effects, we can disable the background, so it will make our graph transparent, or we can enable some transparency. You can see that. Color is something for different graphs. We can select different colors. Like, we want this color for this. So whatever color you want as a background, you can select that. Okay. So all of these things are something that you have to try today. Obviously, a lot of other things are still remaining that we will keep discussing. Like, what is the meaning of this FX here, right? What is the meaning of, obviously, visual border is something that you can select, and from here you can choose a different color for your visual border. So it will be a graph with a different type of visual border. Okay, so this is something you can select. And in general tab, effects, you can disable enable visual border, you can disable enable shadow, header icons, you can enable disable. Okay, I will explain it to you what it is. Tooltip, whenever we are going anywhere, tooltip shows. If we disable, nothing will show. So if want, tooltip can be enabled. So these all things are there. In properties we have size, right? We can increase or decrease size from here. Then we have padding, like, if we increase padding or decrease padding, you will see some margin from top, right? So now today this is your task. You can go there, and you can simply try this out, and once you have done it, we will proceed further with other charts. Try now, you guys try to combine them. Like, for example, we have these charts. Yeah, you can use it as a project. It's a very good data set. You can, we can drag them down, and we can bring some KPIs from here as well, right? So we can bring some KPIs. We can reduce their height and put them here. So you can use their width and height, like that. You can reduce their width and height. Whatever you want to do, you can try these type of different things, right? So just try from your end. So it will be good for you to understand how to put KPIs. And I have only shown you usage of bar charts. You can also try usage of different, like yesterday we studied a little bit about a line chart, although I will cover it in a different session entirely. So just try it, okay? And whatever, yeah. See, KPIs are key performance indicators, okay? Those key performance indicators, like we mention them like this. It's not that these key performance indicators will change, okay? For example, what is total sales, what is total quantity, and in a way, in these bar charts, we are showing those key performance indicators, right? But we are showing them categorically. We are showing them region wise, we are showing them subcategory wise, we are showing them main category wise, right? So we are showing KPIs, but what this card visual does, this card visual simply shows you a static information which changes as per selection, which we will see. For example, if we apply some kind of filter, right? Let's say we add a filter, we add a region filter here. So we add a region filter. Here we add a slicer and we add region. Now if you will select east, you will see all of them will change. For south, it will change. For west, it will change, right? Same will happen here also. So you can try combination of filters, etc., etc., and we will keep studying them. So currently we are studying basic visuals. Then we will proceed with modeling, right? New measure, new column, new table, how to create them, what is their usage, then DAX queries. Then if I right click here, you will see an option edit query. So I gave you some information of edit query last time. Will study them in detail also. So that's why we will have multiple classes, right? So just let's keep going slowly, okay? And if any one of you watching on YouTube wants to study Power BI and online classes like this, you can see these are interactive online classes, live classes. So you can contact us in the on our website slidescope.com. So you can call us on our website slidescope.com. We will be happy to help you. Thanks for watching this video. Try this at your end also. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.